Guys, is it really an AGS update without something being messed up or some drama being happened? I don't really think so. But as much as I've been enjoying this update with the solo raids and the free 5x3s and the free level 7 gems, unfortunately, with this update came a couple of problems. And those problems existed within specifically the Mokoko Express. Hopping into Discord, we can see that there is a thread here that says the Express Makoko buff. And what the OP says is the success rate is not correct. I've compared it with other characters that do not have the Express, and the success rate is practically the same. And while this is in English, you can see very clearly that this one right here is 10% success rate, and this one right here is 10% success rate. And what he's saying is that he has a character that is on the Express, and it has the same success rate with honing as a character without it. And I actually went in and checked this, and this is definitely the case. Unfortunately, for the Mokoko Express, currently there is no honing buff in terms of the percentage of success granted to your hones. Now, I know for a fact that at least on the website, they did say that they were going to give some sort of buff to the honing chance, because on the patch notes, you can see right here, Super Mokoko Express honing percentage boost 1520 to 1580 up by 100%, 200% of the base chance, and 1580 to 1600, 50%, 150% of the base chance. So unfortunately, at the moment, we are not getting this. Now, there has been some sort of debacle in Korea as well with the Makoko Express not giving the, I guess, explained values for the buffs, but I will have to say that their Makoko Express is a completely different Makoko Express than ours. A lot of people are saying, like, well, they did this in Korea, so they're going to do this for us, right? I don't think that's necessarily true, but at the same time, they could pull the same stunt on us as well and say, oh, it was a typo, right? I don't know, but it is very clear that in here they said that their honing percentages are boosted for these item levels, and they are not boosted at all. Some people are also saying that they are not stacking with the new stronghold buff, but I think the new stronghold buff only reduces the amount of like shards that you need to put in or materials. It doesn't actually increase the honing percent chance. But either way, the described buff is definitely not happening for us. And as a result, we have been waiting for Rox to give a response, but all she has said so far is, this has been reported to the team and we'll let players know as soon as we make progress into the issue. It is currently out with the QA team for verification. Once we have more updates to share, this will be sent out. This was yesterday at 1:13 p.m. PST, so it's been over 24 hours at this point, and she has still been radio silent about it and has been continuing to post about other things on the Lost Ark Discord as well. So as far as we know, there is no confirmation whether or not this is a bug or not, but going into the game itself, we can see that the chances that they have described here are not reflected. So for me personally, I haven't honed my characters past 1540 because going past 1540 means that that's going to start costing gold. And I don't want to spend unnecessary gold on my characters. But at the same time, they also came out with this update today. Greetings, heroes of Arkesia. During the next weekly maintenance on July 24th, the Super Mokoko Express event will be changed to allow the event to be activated on any character under item level 1620. After the conclusion of this maintenance, any players who have already picked a character for the event will be able to reinitiate the event in-game and pick a new or the same character to activate it on. Please note that any rewards already collected from the Super Makoko Express event will not be granted a second time following the update. You will still receive the event honing buffs on the character you choose and will be able to earn any rewards that you did not already earn on the newly selected character. Thank you for your feedback on this event. So this is a response to what Rox had said before, where you could use the Makoko Express on characters at 1600 item level. But the problem was when the update came out, people who had honed to 1600 were not able to use it on their characters anymore. So as a result, they got together and were like, okay, look, let's just make it so you can use it up to 1620 and we'll let you reallocate the Makoko Express. They're actually going to reallocate it. They're going to remove it automatically, and it's up to you next week to choose what character to use it on. So this problem is also something that relates to the previous problem because, one, they now have made an official response about the problem of the Super Makoko Express for 1600 item level, but they have not made an announcement about the honing rates. So I have a feeling that they probably will either not say anything or just say that, hey, look, this is what it is, right? My personal take is, well, if you want to take advantage of this, you probably will have to just hone and be okay with it and just deal with the consequences. Now, and as you can see down here, I posted a post that said, while this is great news, it would be great if you were to address the honing percentage boost issue with the Express. Is it intended that non-Express characters have the same honing rate as Express characters? I don't think they'll respond, but hey, I can't say I didn't try, right? Now, as a veteran player, this change is actually pretty good for me because what has happened is I haven't honed my character to anything past 1540, at least my Makoko Express character. So what they say here is that any rewards collected will not be granted a second time. But my character has not collected any rewards yet. So if I wanted to, I could actually go and put this Makoko Express on a second character and either use it to A, push up another character to 1600, or B, I can now have the option of keeping my character at 1580, 1600 or so, not take that final box reward that they give at 1600, and use it on another one of my existing 1600 characters to easily push another 1620. Now, this is very beneficial to the veterans. Unfortunately for new players, since you don't really have the resources to push another character up like that, I'd say for the most part, for a new player, you should just keep the Makoko Express on that same character and just proceed as normally. But for veteran players, there are a couple choices that you can make. So on this picture, I have outlined a couple things that you can do. Of course, any of these you can always hold until next week, right before the maintenance, to do yourself, because maybe, who knows, they might come back and be like, hey, sorry guys, we know there's a bug with the Makoko Express rates, we're gonna go and fix it. I mean, I doubt they're going to be giving any sort of major compensation to anybody who has honed to past 1540. So again, maybe they do it, probably they won't. But here are choices that you have regardless. So you can go and push up a Makoko Express character to 1600 plus, much like what I recommended to a new player. Just push it up to 1600 plus, don't really care about it, and just keep it on that character. Now, the second option is that you can push a character with the Mokoko Express to 1600 plus, right, or 1600 right now. You can do it to 1580, 1600, whatever it might be, just as long as it doesn't go past 1600 and you don't take the box that you get at the end. Now, once you do that, you take advantage of you go to 1600 and you take advantage of every single honing buff, right? You take advantage of everything that the Makoko Express gives you, because while it doesn't give the described honing rate up for the boost, it still does give the honing materials discount. This is still applied, but this is not applied. So you can still get some form of advantage by pushing it all the way to the. So you can still gain some form of advantage by pushing it all the way up to 1600 and exhausting every single advantage you have there. Then you hone up another character to 1600 plus, or you can hone an already existing character that is already 1600 or whatever it might be, and hone it past 1600 because there is that box at the end. You don't take the box on your first Makoko Express character, and you leave it to the second character. When you transfer that over, you will have the box for that character to use to help push it up to 1600 plus. So like 1620, for example, because that's where it takes you pretty much. Now, the third option is you can take a character, push it up to 1600 plus, take all the rewards, and then you could go and swap the Makoko Express to a second character and take advantage of the buffs there. Again, the reduced costs for honing in terms of materials, and push it up to 1600. The reason why I don't recommend the 1600 plus on this one is because after 1600, the only help that they're giving you is the boxes. And if you've already taken the boxes on this character, you can't take the box on this character. So anything that you're doing with the boxes, it will only stay on one character. Now, what if you're already 1600 plus? What if you've already taken the box and every one of the rewards? Well, unfortunately, you're kind of SOL right there, because that means you don't really have a choice. All you can really do is go down this last path if you really wanted to swap the Makoko Express to another character. All you can do is be like, well, I've already taken all the rewards, so I'm going to swap it to another character and just use and take advantage of the material cost reduction. This is kind of the only choice you have, and you can't go these other routes. Now, this is all fine and dandy, but I do have one major disclaimer. While Rox has said here, talking about the rewards from the boxes, she says if you haven't claimed them, you can still get the boxes, right? She says this multiple times on the Lost Ark Discord. The post itself uses a little bit of different wording. It says if you haven't collected the rewards, which isn't claim, because in the game, when you click the button for Makoko Express for the box, it says claim reward. Now, there is a world where Rox is wrong, and it actually forces you to take the box as soon as you have gone to the item level. So even if you haven't claimed the box, because you did achieve that item level on the character, it will automatically take the rewards and put it into your character or your universal storage. There is that possibility. It's not likely though, in my opinion, but that is a disclaimer that I do have to give you guys just in case. So maybe you might want to like leave your character not at 1600 exactly, but maybe like a one hone before. That way you don't unlock the box. That is kind of the safest route, but again, I don't think it is very likely that that is the case. But again, Rox has been wrong before, unfortunately, so I can't trust what she says completely. But that about wraps it up for this video. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit something and helped you guys with taking advantage of all this stuff, all this kind of like mess ups going on. Some people are definitely lost with this. They're definitely unhappy. But at the same time, for the people who haven't taken it, I guess, honed that much, luckily we do kind of have a choice for what we need to do, what we want to do next. Let me know down in the comment section below what you're planning to do and whether or not you are happy or unhappy with all these this whole debacle with Makoko Express. And as always, please remember, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and also I stream on twitch.tv/misoxshiro every single day. So hopefully I see you guys there, but if not, hopefully I'll see y'all on the next video. All right, guys, peace out.